Hi, we're here remotely, connected in across the world to Portugal, to João Parreira, the CTO for Realtime Framework, and he's joining us to tell us a little bit about the leading edge real-time vision, and this is a rather new category. So if you want to tell us a little bit about, first of all, some of what you're doing, backend as a service, which some people will have heard of, but then your vision also, which is a little broader for real-time messaging for mobile and web apps. Also, I ought to mention that João is a software architect. He's got tremendous technical background. He specializes in high performance and high scalability distributed systems. So go ahead and let us know a little bit about your vision for what you see in the future for this kind of technology.
Ian, thank you a lot for giving me the opportunity. In fact, backend as a service is a brand new category, and it's sometimes it can be misleading. But to keep it simple, nowadays we have these mobile applications, we have web applications. They all must use some sort of database. They must store the user's data somewhere. And normally, front-end developers, the guys that do the actual development, are not really the most proficient guys when it comes to managing servers and managing databases. Normally, the normal JavaScript developer or Objective-C developer for iOS doesn't want to deal with that. What we are offering is in fact a cloud database. Where these developers can easily save their data in this central database. We will manage the servers, we will manage all the infrastructure they will need, and they will pay as they go. They only have to focus on developing great applications. And we have added to this database feature, which is in itself really great. We have added real-time data sync. So it's even easier now with our backend as a service to develop applications, whether mobile or web, that synchronize between users. So all the users have the most updated data as other users are changing them. So building online games, multiplayer games, or chats, or social feeds, forums with multiple users at the same time editing the same content, it's really easy to develop. And there's obviously always the scaling monster that sometimes is the reason for unsuccessful startups. They have great application, they have 1 or 2 servers that handle maybe 1,000, 2,000 concurrent users. Then they go successful, they go viral, they go from 2,000 users to 20,000, 20 or 100,000, and their system just collapses. And what we have been working in the last 3 years, along with Amazon and HP cloud services and Rackspace, we have data centers all over the world. We are running on a 800 CPU core installed capacity. So we are providing this capacity to developers so they can easily use our infrastructure, and they will be able to grow to millions of users without any problem whatsoever. They just have to build great applications.
You're obviously an international company, and so I'd love to know a little bit about what your growth and footprint is, because that may offer some advantages to people.
Now, indeed, we have human presences. We have support and sales teams, business development teams in Europe, in Latin America, in Brazil, in US. So these are the 3 major markets where we are operating. Our customers, we have servers in 6 different regions, also in Asia, in 18 data centers around the world. And currently we are serving over 500 million user connections per day. So normally in a normal day, we have more than 1 million concurrent users connected to our different data centers. And we are running all sorts of applications, from games to social networks to ad serving network exchanges. It's almost and also we have a vibrant community of developers, about 3,000 developers around the world, mostly in Brazil, in India, a lot of also in US, which are developing the next big thing. We never know what will come out of these 2 guys, 3 guys teams working sometimes in cities we can't even say the name, but they can be the next Facebook or next Twitter. We never know. And we really believe real-time is a key feature for the future web. So we have this vision for 3 years now that the web must go from static to live. Users are demanding that content is not only updated when they press the F5 button, but if they are watching a news site, if there is a breaking news, they want to see that breaking news as it's happening. And Twitter today, it's the IPO, and it's showing how much the market is valuing real-time features of broadcasting information for a huge amount of persons at the same time. So we really believe that modern applications and the applications that will be great for users will have real-time features.
And so, from the standpoint of people developing apps out there, is your message that we're moving into a world where people are going to expect that things are going to, what you update on the web is going to show up in your app?
Sure.
It's if we were going to take a common app that people might know with that kind of functionality that many of us are addicted to, it might be Evernote, where it's pushing, and I assume that the real-time technology types of, it may not, I don't know if it's hosted on it, but that's the kind of thing that the web and the mobile web and apps are moving towards, and obviously you're right there.
No, it is. We have this sentence, I've used it in the talk, where we say, life supports real time, your app should too. Life happens in real time, so people are expecting. We are surrounded by notifications everywhere. We have notifications in the desktop, in the iPhone, in the Android. We are surrounded by all sorts of notifications, and now technology is already there. The industry has gathered together so that developers could have the basic primitives to develop real-time applications. Companies like us and others are offering services that really make this even simpler. Now it's only a question of finding the right use cases, and obviously the gaming community is very vibrant in this area. If you have 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 guys playing the same game, they must have some sort of real-time communication between them.
Well, wonderful. And is there anything you'd like to say in closing? And I also just want to thank you for bringing your expertise and your thoughts here.
I thank you again, and I like to say, and in fact it's the summary of my talk, that we are in a moment where there are already several options in the market, and I would urge developers to really seek for the best option. So test, benchmark. In my talk, I have this idea of a smart backend. Must be S for scalable, M for mobile ready, A for available, R for real-time enabled, and T for truly secure. So these are the main issues that each developer should look and should compare. And all of the offers in the market have free license plans. We have those plans, so they can test in order to select the best option around, because it's difficult to change if you launch, and if you fail, in this market, it's really difficult to have a second opportunity. So choose well. That's what I would say to the developers out there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, João, and we are honored that someone with your kind of technical background is here, and that or someone who's run the gamut of developer, architect. You also understand the business, so it's great to see you here and as a role model for people.
Right, yeah. The
All
honor
right.
is mine.
Thank you very much.